Hi children, good morning everybody. Welcome to 10th standard second language English YouTube class, the second session of the Narayanpur incident. Dear children, in the previous class that we have studied the first part of the supplementary reading called Narayanpur incident, which was written by Shashi Deshpande. And we come across some of the things in this lesson that which had this incident which was happened during the time of Quit India movement, when Gandhiji gave a call to the Britishers to leave India or quit India. During that period, so many Indians have jumped into the freedom struggle. In the same way, in this lesson that we come across, one of the teacher was arrested by the British police while he was supporting the Indians in the freedom struggle during the time of Quit India movement. When he was arrested, the students of his school, including his children who were studying in the same school, have planned a protest march against the Britishers in a different way. They are his children called Manju, Babu, and Mohan, along with his friends Suman and others. Am I right? So they have planned a different type of march against the Britishers. That too, they did a march in a very silent way. There were no slogan, no shouts, and just a shuffle of feet were observed. Got it? Why were they made this type of march against the Britishers? Because the Britishers were planned to arrest these as students while marching, or if they become violent, they were getting the chance. They were waiting for the chance to arrest them, but the students did not give them the chance to arrest, and they didn't do any violence during the protest. Got it? This is what that we have studied in the previous class, and these things were keenly observed by the teachers, younger daughter and younger son called Babu and Manju. They were disappointed with the way of the protest. Okay, they thought something extraordinary will happen, but the students did in a very silent way. When Mohan came back to home, yes, Babu asked why they have gone very silently, why their march was in such a silent way, and also what the paper slip that they have handed over to the DSP while they were talking at the barricade gates. The students were stopped at the barricade gates. Yes, Mohan told that is the memorandum to the British to quit India, which was served by the Mahatma Gandhi ji, isn't it? Till then, that we were studied in the previous class, children. Got it? Up to the 7th paragraph that we have studied. So in these 7 paragraphs, children, that we come across some 2 or 3 2 marks important questions, children. The first one is, how was the student march was unusual? Got it, children? It's a very important question, children. Keep in your mind. Yes, how was the student march was unusual, children? Yes, the student march was unusual because there were no slogans, there was no shouts, just they were going very silently. They were doing their march very silently against the Britishers. Got it? This is what that we have to write for this question, children. If they ask another question like this, what did the police expect about the march, students' march? Or why did the students go in a very silent way? Got it? If they ask this question, either of these questions, children, yes, what do you write? Yes, you are right. The police expected the violence from the students in order to take a chance to arrest them and put them to jail. But the students don't want to give them a chance, and they did not want to arrest. Okay, they did not want to go for the jail, children. Got it? That is what that we have to write for these questions. Got it? Yes. Shall we continue? Yes, after that, Mohan came back to home, and he narrated what had been happened and what they have planned to go against the Britishers to his younger brother and sister called Babu and Manju. And Amma also interfered when he was saying that he was unless that he was a Adolf Hitler. Got it? Yes. When these two were talking, children, when these three were talking, Amma interfered in the middle, and she also joined their talking. And yes, the notice which was served by the given to the police was that yes, asking them to quit India, or else they have to face the consequences. Consequences in sense ಪರಿಣಾಮವನ್ನು ಎದುರಿಸಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅಲ್ವಾ. Yes. Suman and another boy turned up after they had finished their dinner that night. The boy staggered in which a large newspaper covered parcel in his hands. Got it? Mohan asked, his voice tense with excitement. Yes, lot of trouble through. Where shall I take it? Here, let me help you. My room. Okay, Amma. No, I think the puja room is better. A light there will be look normal. Right, as usual, Amma. The puja room. Then the boy went away after a whispered conversation with Suman. Then Suman, Amma and Mohan went into the small puja room. Babu and Manju stared curiously over their shoulders at the mysterious parcel which turned out to be a cyclostoning mission. See, when these conversations were going on, yes, Suman and another boy turned up after they had finished their dinner that night. Suman and another boy, they come to their own. And the boy staggered in with a large newspaper covered parcel in his hands. See, staggered in the sense that he was a little nervous and shivering and he was tensed. He brought a big newspaper covered parcel with him. What was that parcel? We don't know. Do you know? Yes. You will come to know about that mysterious parcel, children. Okay. Let us see what is that mysterious parcel, children. When he brought that newspaper covered parcel in his hand and he received that. Got it? Mohan asked, his voice tense with excitement. Mohan asked the boy whether he got that or not. Yes, lot of trouble through. The boy replied that he received that mysterious parcel with a lot of trouble. And where shall I take it? The boy asked Mohan where that he should take that mysterious parcel in the home. Here, let me help you. My room. Okay, Amma. He asked his mother whether yes, he go and take that mysterious parcel in his room. His Amma replied, no, I think the puja room is better. See, his Amma, Mohan's mother, suggested to take and keep that parcel in the puja room. Then the boy went away after whispered conversation with Suman. The boy who brought that parcel, that he talked, there was a conversation had taken place between Suman and that guy. After the conversation, whispered conversation, look at there, the whispered conversation in the sense, the conversation which has taken very low voices. That means whispered in the sense murmur. Okay, murmur andre piskudodu. Yes, they talked in a very low voice and the boy departed, children. Then Suman, Amma and Mohan went into the small puja room. So puja, what is puja room here? Yes, usually in every home that we have, we maintain some the room to do puja or to worship the god. That is called puja room. Okay, puja is not another character here. Puja room is the place where the people worship the god in that room. So they went to the puja room. Babu and Manju stared curiously over their shoulders at the mysterious parcel. They were looking seriously to that parcel, and they are observing these three, what they are talking like this. They were a little confused, and they did not know what is inside that mysterious parcel. Okay, what was in that mysterious parcel, children? Yes, you're right. Inside that mysterious parcel, okay, there was a cyclostoning machine. Cyclostoning machine in the sense, just like a typing machine. Cyclostoning, it's a copier. Copier in the sense, nowadays that we have got an advanced technology like Xerox now. Earlier, before 10, 15, 20 years, to make copies that the people were using, the typing machine. The same type of machine. Okay, not that much of advanced machine, children. Cyclostoning machine. It's just like a typing machine, children. Okay, that was brought by that boy in the mysterious parcel. Mysterious. The word mysterious here. Okay, very secret or difficult to know. Okay, difficult to judge ಅನ್ನೋ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. That is called mysterious parcel here. Got it? What is inside that mysterious parcel, children? Yes, you are right. Inside that mysterious parcel there was a cyclostoning machine. Why did they bring that mysterious parcel? What is the use of that parcel, that machine to them? Yes, we will come to know about that. Yes, anybody know? Yes, you are right. Yes, they use that mysterious parcel. Okay, they use that cyclostoning machine in order to make the copies of the Mahatma Gandhiji's speech. Okay, yes, that will come to later. They may ask this question also. What did these people do with the cyclostoning machine? Am I right? So they were doing some copies. Okay, just like Xerox copies. Now we are getting printouts and that we are getting the copies in printing press. In that way, during that period, there were no such type of printing facilities. Moreover, these things has to be done in a underground. Okay, if the police, if the Britishers come to know about all these things, there may be the chances to arrest them. That's why these things has to be done very secretly, children. That is why they got this cyclostoning machine, children. Okay. Babu, Mohan said as they settled down to work. Babu, Mohan said when they sat down for the work. Sit out in the front room and keep watch. Give us a warning if anyone seems to be coming to our house. Manju, go to bed or else. He went on, noticing her crestfallen face. You sit here in the hall and pass Babu's warning to us. See, Babu was there, na? Mohan gave him a task or a work. What work did he give him? Yes, he gave him the work to sit out, got it, in front of the room and keep watching. If somebody comes to their home, got it, to send a message or to give them a warning. See, this is very important, children. Got it? Look here. Babu is watching outside the house and he is keeping guard. Yes, somebody has come in the bike. You will come to know about that. Who is that person? See, look here. This is Babu. Okay. Who is this? This is Babu, and he is watching. He is standing outside in front of his house, and he is taking care of what the things will happen, and he is watching in front of his house. So Mohan has told him to give the warning now, because they are doing all these things very secretly. Got it, children? So if anyone seems to be coming to our house, ಯಾರಾದರೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ, you give us a warning. ನಮಗೊಂದು ವಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡು, ಅಣ್ಣ ಯಾರೋ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಮಗೆ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡು ಅಂತಂದರು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಮಂಜು, go to bed. He told Manju to go and sleep because that she was a smaller one. She was younger one. That's why I didn't give any work there. But or else he went on noticing her a scruffed face ಅವಳು ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವಳು ಏನೋ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗಿರೋದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ, ಯು ಡೂ ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಯು ಸಿಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಹಾಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಬಾಬುಸ್ ವಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಅಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಹಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿರೋ, ಬಾಬು ಏನಾದರೂ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡು. ವೇರ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾವ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪೂಜಾ ರೂಮ್. got it? So they have initiated the work to both Manju and Babu. Babu was keeping guard in the outside in front of their home, and yes, Manju is sitting in the hall, and she has to pass the message of her brother Babu. Okay, so that's why that he initiated the work to these two children. And Babu sat out, alert and attentive. When his brother told him to sit outside and watch, keep guard, he went outside and he was attentive. Attentive in the sense he was very alert. He was observing each and everything in front of his home, what is going on there. So he felt a thickening in his throat. He felt a thickening in the sense, ಗಂಟಲು ಸಿಗಾಕೊಂಡಂಗಾಯಿತು. It was beginning. And at last, he was doing something. So he felt very happy that he was helping his brothers, and he was helping in the work of his brother's team. Okay. And he thought, small guy that he thought that he was doing some important work there. Like that he felt, children. What a pity. Gopya, Murai, and other would never know about perhaps someday. ಇದು ಏನು ದುರಂತ ಅಂದರೆ, ಗೌಪ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಮುರಳಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಅದರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಮುರಳಿ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಅವನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರು. ಅವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಇವನಿಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ಪರ್ಯಾಪ್ಸ್ ಮುಂದೊಂದು ದಿನ ನಾನು ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ. isn't it? And he checked himself and kept his eyes and mind on road outside. So he was he was watching on the road, and he was very attentive while he was checking their children. And it was deserted. Deserted in the sense, desert in the sense, usually desert means marubhumi anta agutte, dry land anta. But here in this context it means nobody was there. Okay, it was like a what do you say, that desert in the sense, just like it was not, people were not walking on the road, and nobody were there. Okay, it's just deserted in the sense, nobody was there in the road. It was clear. Okay, in that way that we have to understand here. Okay, it was deserted. In the sense there was nobody. In a little while, the 9 o'clock siren went off. 9 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಸೈರನ್ ಕೂಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಹಿಂದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೈರನ್, yes, in those days that people were using this type of clocks, children. For each and every hour, the siren were going, children. For 1 o'clock, 1 siren, 2 o'clock, 2 siren. That type of clocks were maintained in almost all the homes during that period. Yes, nowadays that we don't have such type of clocks, children. Yes, when the 9 o'clock siren went off, Babu thought for the first time that day of the war being fought all over the world. When the siren went off, he thought, okay, the war began. You might have observed before the commencement of the war, usually the siren was blown, isn't it? ರಣಕಹಳೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಿರಲ್ವಾ? ರಣಕಹಳೆಯನ್ನು ಓದೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಯುದ್ಧ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಆವಾಗ ರಾಜ ಮಹಾರಾಜರ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಆ ಥರ ಈ ಫೆಲ್ಟ್ ದಟ್, ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಫೆಲ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ so, children. And yes, what did he felt? The siren of the clock itself, okay, yes, seems him to be the ರಣಕಹಳೆ. Okay, then for the first time, day of the war began, he fought all over. He thought that the war has begun all over the world. And suddenly, coming out of his reverie, he tensed. All of a sudden, he was thinking something in his mind, and all of a sudden, he came out from his reverie. Reverie in the sense dream. And he was tensed. He was a little bit shocked, panicked. Why he was panicked? Because a man riding a bike got off and stopped right outside their gate, but it was only to light a cigarette, it seemed. Somebody stopped in front of his home. See, look at this picture, children. Babu is watching outside the house. A motorcycle came in front of his house, and the man got off. In the sense, the motorcycle stopped there, and a man from that bike was got off. Adar kelagilida and stopped right outside their gate. Exactly stopped in front of their gate, children. But it was only a light cigarette, it seemed. Oh, okay. He couldn't observe who is that person, but he could observe only the light of the cigarette in which that he was smoking. Babu could see the match flaring than the glow in front of the man's face. In that light, he observed the face of that man, children. Somebody has came and stopped in front of that gate. The small point of light moved as the man got on his bike and rode away. The man stopped there, and for a while after smoking the cigarette, he went away. He rode away. Okay, again he sat on his bike, and he rode the bike and he rode away, children. One more bike. Babu flung himself inside. So after that another bike came. Manju turned a startled face to him. Someone is coming. One more bike came and it also stopped, and he was coming towards their home. And he passed the message to Manju. Someone is coming. When he sent that message to Manju, Manju sent the message to Mohan and his friends. There was silence from inside the puja room. Their faces looked at him blankly, the dim light giving them a peculiar look. Got it? Shadow quivered and danced as the wink in the oil lamp flickered and fizzed. Then Amma got up and came out, followed by Mohan. Suman stayed inside and Mohan closed the door of the room. Manju, go to bed. Babu, you too. See, when somebody came to their home, there was a complete silence, children. These three were inside the puja room. Amma, Mohan and Suman. Now, when they got the information, when they come to know that somebody is coming to their home, all of a sudden, Mohan's mother and Mohan came out from the puja room and they left Suman inside the room and closed the door. And their mother suggested the smaller one, like Manju and Babu, to go and sleep. Got it? And the image of that man was flickered. He was very long and well-built man, and he looks very confident, and he had a peculiar look, children. So they were a little nervous, and they stopped their work. They were busy in their looks, or they started to pretend they were in a normal way. As usual, we live in a home, na? Yes, in that way that she started. Got it? So then, when she told them to, their small kids to go and sleep, she suggested. The man came very close. There was a knock at the door. Tuck, 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 tuck. Somebody knocked at the door. Babu rushed to his room, unrolled his bedroll and threw himself on it. Babu went very quickly to his room and he slept, and he put on his blanket himself. A knock again. Tuck, 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 tuck. Somebody knocked again. Who's there? Amma called out. Her mother said, Who's that? Like that. Again, knock, tuck, 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 tuck. Daba, 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 badita idhar. Mohan, go and see who it is. Amma said to Mohan to see who that was. See how they are pretending. Manju, who had got into bed too, noticed that Amma's voice was steady, her hands trembled. Manju was sleeping now. She also went to sleep. And she come to know that her mother was speaking confidently, but her hands were trembling. She was shivering. Okay, she was tensed. But she was not showing her tension, but she was behaving in a normal way. Because they were frightened. They were afraid. They thought the police may have come to arrest them, or that the police might have got the clues about that cyclostoning mission, because they were maintaining it very secretly now. That is why that she was shivering, she was trembled. Mohan came in saying, ಹಂಗಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಮೋಹನ್ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡ್ದ ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಅಂಡ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂತ ಬಂದ, ಅಮ್ಮ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ದ ಸಬ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟರ್. ಮಾಗ್ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಅಂತ ಸಬ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇದಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಕಣಮ್ಮ ಅಂದ. ಅಮ್ಮ held Manju's hand in a tight, hurtful clutch, though her voice was still cool and calm. As soon as he heard the name of Mr. Patil Sub-Inspector, she was again tensed. As a result, she hold the Manju's hand in a tight, ತುಂಬ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆದ ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ವ ಕೈನ ಅಂತ, like that. But she didn't express her tension in her voice. She was cool and calm. What does he want? ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಂತೆ? She asked what he wanted. He wants to talk to you. To me? The hand relaxed. Amma, Mr. Patil, the sub-inspector, wanted to talk to you. To me? Is he wanted to talk to me? Okay. ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ? So, she released the hand. Manju drew her own hand back and rubbed softly. When she released the hand of the Manju, okay, she did like this. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಟೈಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ಲು ಅವರಮ್ಮ. I haven't come to trouble you, a strange voice said. The man who have come to their home, he said, I am sorry, madam, I have not come to trouble you in this time. Your husband was my friend in school. I am a friend. Madam, don't worry. Okay, don't be hesitate. I have not come to trouble you. Your husband, the teacher, he and me are very good friends and he is my classmate. That is why I come to talk a few things, he said. I am a friend. As a friend ಆಗಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So Amma got up quickly and went out. ಹಂಗಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ yes, Mohan's mother went very quickly, got up quickly and went to meet him. Manju waited a moment and followed her. ರಮ್ಮ ಬೆಡ್ರೂಮಿಂದ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇವಳು ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಹೋಗೋದೋ ಬೇಡವೋ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ಲು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಶಿ ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಹರ್. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಅವಳು ಹಾಲಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ಲು. There was Babu coming out of his room. After that, Babu was pretending to be asleep. He also got up and he also followed him, making a show of having been woken out of a deep sleep. ಯಾವ ಥರ ಅದು ಏನು ತುಂಬ ನಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಎದ್ದಿರೋ ಒಂಥರ. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಮೇಡೆ ಎಸ್ pretend. He pretended that he was in a deep sleep, like that he rubbing his eyes, yawning loudly and repeatedly, mumbling in a grumpy voice, "Who it is? Who it is?" Like this. ಕಣ್ಣೆಲ್ಲ ಉಜ್ಕೊಂತ ಆರಾಮದು ಆರಾಮದು, ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ಯು ನೋ. Yes, that we can easily identify these type of dramas. Okay, but he is a smaller one, and that's why he didn't know how to do that. Like this children, he also came out yawning. Yawning ಅಂದರೆ ಆಕಳಿಸೋದು, ಅಂತ ಬಾಯೆಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆಕಳಿಸ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, that is. Repeatedly and mumbling in a grumpy voice. Grumpy ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂಥರ, ಓಕೆ, ಮಂಪರ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಲ್ಲ. ಮಂಪರು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಒಂಥರ ಕರ್ಕಶ ಧ್ವನಿನಲ್ಲಿ, ವಾ ಅನ್ನೋ ಧ್ವನಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಮಾಡ್ದ. He said, "What is it? Who is it? Who is it?" But nobody paid him any attention, and soon Babu was talking in everything with the greatest curiosity. So when he pretended, nobody gave him attention there, and that he was neglected by everyone there. And then he started to look what these people are talking in a curiosity. Okay, that means that curiously that he was watching these people what they are talking. Who is that man who come to their home? Look at that. The man, was he really a police officer? He didn't look like one in his dingy clothes. He was wearing very dingy clothes. Dingy in the sense, the dress code of that man not looks that he was not give an impression that he was a police officer. He was wearing very old dress, children. The dress code was not suggesting that he was a police officer. That means he was not come in the uniform, children. He came in the civil dress, na? Okay. He was saying to Amma, he was saying to his mother, he was talking to his mother and said, "Yes, we were in school together." "Oh yes, he was far above me. He was a scholar and I was one of the duns." He's talking about Mohan's father, children. These two, is telling that these two were studied together in the school, and he was Mohan's father was little talented, and he was bright, and he was scholar. Scholar in the sense he was a bright student, and he was dunce. Dunce in the sense he was a average student, or he was a slow learner. Dunce in the sense who learns very slowly. As dunce, he always helped me, though God knows how often I would have been caned, but for him, see here, that Miss Mohan's father has helped him so many times. If Mohan's father had not helped him in the school days, he would have caned so many times. Caned in the sense ಒದೆ ಏಟು. ಕೇನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಬೆತ್ತ ಅಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. ತುಂಬ ಪನಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟನ್ನು ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸರಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹಸ್ಬೆಂಡ್ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂತ. "Please, Patil Sahib," Amma said, rather impatiently, "tell me why you are here." She lost her patience. "Hello, Mr. Patil. I don't want your any explanations. Please tell me why you are here. Why do you come to my home?" She asked a little impatiently. It's like this. Suddenly, the man was brisk and businesslike. His glance swept all over them, talking them in all. Okay, shrewdly, certainly, this man was no dunce. There is going to be search in your house. See, that man was pretending to be dunce, and he was looking all over their room, and he sent a message he gave a message to them that there will be searching. Okay, there is going to be search in their home. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ರೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು ಅವರು. ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್? ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್? Though he was a patil, though he was an inspector, he came there to give them a message. What message that he wanted to give there? Look at there. Who is that man who came to their home, and what message did he give? Look at there, that I have underlined there. Yes, look at there, children. That man has come to their home in order to give them a message about the police raid on their home. Got it? Do you write the answer like this? Why did that strange man come to their home? Yes, the strange man came to their home in order to give them a message, in order to pass the message about the raid on their house. Okay, who is that? Yes, he is Mr. Patil. And she asked, when they are going to do the raid? He said, most probably tonight. I heard Saib talking. They were speaking of the cyclostoning mission. It seems you people are making copies of Mahatma's speech. They say you have people hiding here as well. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬಲಿ ಟುನೈಟ್, ಇವತ್ತು ರಾತ್ರಿನೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಮೇಲೆ ರೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಹರ್ಡ್, ನಾನು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಏನಂತ, ದಟ್ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ officer was talking that they were speaking of the cyclostoning mission. ಯಾವುದೋ cyclostoning mission ಗೆ ಅಂತ, and it seems to you people are making copies of Mahatma's speech. Now you got an idea. Yes, why they were using that cyclostoning mission, children? Yes, you are right. These people are making the copies of Mahatma's speech. Who is Mahatma here? Mahatma Gandhiji's speech. They are copies. In a sense, they are in order to circulate throughout their village and to send for the neighboring villages, to send the message, to pass the message about the Mahatma Gandhiji's call, children. They are doing this type of work, children. And nowadays that we get the pamphlets and brochures about some activities. In the same way, they are making the copies of Mahatma Gandhiji's speech by using that cyclostoning mission. Got it, children? Yes. This question also may ask in your examination. What did Mohan and her mother doing with a cyclostoning machine? Yes, they were using that machine to make the copies of Mahatma Gandhi's speech. Got it? When they say you have people hiding here as well. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಬಚ್ಚಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಂತೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ. Mohan scoffed. But you have the cyclostoning mission. ಅಂದ ಮೋಹನ್. But you have the cyclostoning mission. Cyclostoning mission ಇದೆಯಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ? No, Mohan repeated angrily. You are wasting time spying on us. ನಮ್ಮನೇಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಇದೆಯಾ? ನಮ್ಮನೆ cyclostoning ಮಿಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ. He repeated angrily. You are wasting time spying on us. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಟೈಮ್ನ ಕಿಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು ಅಂದ. Tell me. The man ignored Mohan and spoke to Amma. ನಿಜ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ಮೋಹನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಗ್ನೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ದ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಹೂ ಕೇಮ್ ದೇರ್ he ignored Mohan and asked his mother, children. He asked whether they are maintaining the cyclostoning mission in their home or not. Yes, Amma replied simply, and Mohan made an angry hissing sound. Amma said, yes, haudu, ide. And takshane Mohan became very angry and made an angry hissing sound. Like that. That is angry hissing sound. Got it? Like this. Got it? He made an angry hissing sound. And he asked, where is it? ಅಮ್ಮ. You have gone inside. ಒಳಗೋಗಿ. Manju's heart began beating wildly. ಗಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣನೇ ಮಂಜು ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಬೀಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. As she was looking all these things, her heart was beating fast and wildly. And she was thinking, why was Amma giving them away? Give it. Okay, ಯಾಕೆ ಅಮ್ಮ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ? Why she was telling that we are maintaining the cyclostonic mission? ಹೇಳ್ಬಾರ್ದಿತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ಲು. And give it to me. I will get it out of the way. You can have it when it is safe. Mohan burst out again. Look at there. The man who came there, Mr. Patil sub-inspector ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು give it to me, ನನಗೆ ಕೊಡಿ, and you will get it out when you, okay, I will take get it out of the way, ಇದನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ, and you can have it when it is safe. ಯಾವಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇಫ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೋ ಆವಾಗ that I will give it to you back ಅಂತೇಳಿ he took that cyclostonic mission. ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ದ. ಮೋಹನ್ burst out again. ಮೋಹನಿಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಬೇಜಾರಾಯಿತು. ಅಮ್ಮ, what are you doing? ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? How can you trust a policeman? How can you trust a policeman? He said. Mohan said to his mother, Amma, what are you doing? How can you trust a policeman? ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಮ್ಮ? ಪೊಲೀಸ್ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೆಂಗೆ ನಂಬ್ತೀರಾ? Got it? The man touched Mohan on his shoulder. Mohan, you are still very young. There are many things you don't understand. I am a policeman, yes, but your father was and still is my friend. And this is my country as much as it is yours. See, that man told he is a very close friend of his father. Though he was a policeman, he was working for the freedom fighters and he was also the patriot. Secretly, he was helping the patriots. But children, ಅವ್ರು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಅಲ್ಲ, he is Mr. Patile. ಆದ್ರೂ why did he come there? In order to help this family, because the teacher and Mr. Patil, the inspector, were very close friend. He come to know about all these things, children. Okay, in order to save them, in order to save his family, okay, he came there to take that cyclostonic mission and keep it secretly, maintain it secretly in order to save that family, children. So he said, when he said, he touched the shoulder of Mohan and said, Mohan, you are still young. ಇನ್ನು ಸಣ್ಣ ಹುಡುಗ ಕಣಪ್ಪ. There are many things you don't understand. You have to learn many things to understand. And you can't understand everything because that you are smaller one. I am a policeman. Yes, though I am a policeman, I am a very close friend of your father. And me and your father are very good friends even today. And this is my country as much as it is yours. India is my country too, as it is yours. ಇದು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಿನ್ನ ದೇಶನೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೈ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಟು. ನೌ ಗಿವ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಮೀ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ಲಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡಿ ಬೇಗ. He has to hand over the cyclostonic mission to him quickly. They may come any moment. ಯಾವಾಗ ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು. ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ he took that. Amma opened the door of the puja room and said, Suma. Yes, she opened the door of the puja room and she called, Suma. Suman emerged, wiping her face with her sari, looking anxiously at them. Suman, okay, she was inside the room, puja room, that she came out from that puja room and she was emerged. She came out wiping her sari. wiping her face with her ಸ್ಯಾರಿ, ಸೀರೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಖ ಒರೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಲು. ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಂಕ್ಷಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ ದೆಮ್, ತುಂಬ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಲುಕ್ ಕೊಟ್ಲು, ನೋಡಿದ್ಲು ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಕಮಿನ್ ಅಮ್ಮ ಬಿ ಬಿನೋನ್ಡ್ ಟು ದ ಮ್ಯಾನ್, ಒಳಗೆ ಕರೆದ್ಲು ಅವನ್ನ. ಬೆಕ್ನೋನ್ಡ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾನ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಇಯರ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಇಯರ್, ದ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿಂಗ್ ಮಿಷಿನ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಯರ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸುಮನ್ stared at Amma. As she told to take the cycle stoning mission, Suman became angry and she looked like that. She stared at Amma and the man bewildered. Okay, and the man in bewilderment. She looked. Okay, she looked both Amma and the man who was taking that cycle stoning mission. Now, she gave a strange look to these two. Amma smiled at her and said, You have got to get away, Suman. Take away all the materials. Mohan, will you? ನೀನು ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಕಣಮ್ಮ, ನೀನು ಹಿಡಿದ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಅವೇ. ನೀ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಹಿಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ಸೇಫರ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್, ಸುಮನ್ ಅಂದರು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಶೀ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮೋಹನ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಅವೇ ಆಲ್ ದ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋನೆಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರು. ವಿಲ್ ಯು? ತಗೊಳ್ತೀಯಾ? Yes, she suggested him to take all those things. Mohan stared at Amma, at Suman, and finally at Patil, who stared steadily back at Mohan. And suddenly the two smiled at each other. See, Mohan stared at Mohan. Tumba sittu barta ide. He looked at Amma and Suman. Finally Patil stared, who stared steadily back Mohan. Mr. Patil, who have came to take that cycle storing machine now, who have come to help them now, he also gave a strange look to Mohan. Mohan ಮತ್ತೆ ಗುರಾಯಿಸಿದ್ರು. After this mischievousness, and suddenly the two smiled each other. ಇಬ್ರು ನಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಓಕೆ ಅಮ್ಮ, ಮೋಹನ್ said. ಆಯ್ತಮ್ಮ, ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಬಿಡು. And ducked into the puja room. He lugged the machine out and gave it to Patil. He took that cycle stoning machine and handed over to the police sub-inspector called Mr. Patil. Do you have largest bag with you? ಏನೋ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಇದನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋಕೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ದ. The man asked. Manju, Amma began, but Babu had already got it. ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಬೇಕಾ? ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಮಂಜು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಂತಾನೆ ಬಾಬು, ಹೂ ಹರ್ಡ್ ದಿಸ್, ಈ ವೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ದೇರ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಫೈನ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಫೈನ್. ಇದು ಫೈನ್ ನೋಡಿ ತಂದೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟ, ದಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೆಡ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ದೇ ವರ್ ಗಾನ್. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಹೋದ್ರು ಪಾಟೀಲ್, ಮೋಹನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸುಮನ್. The house seemed unbelievably quiet after the earlier intense activity. The man took Mohan and Suman along with him. Okay, these three went off from the home. The house seemed unbelievably quiet after the earlier intense activity. ಇದಾದ ಮೇಲೆ ಮನೆ ಒಂಥರ ಸ್ಮಶಾನ ಮೌನ, ಏನೂ ಹಾಗೇ ಇಲ್ವೇನೋ ಅನ್ನೋ ಥರ ಇತ್ತು. Let's go back to bed, Amma suggested. Mohan came back shortly. Suman, Manju asked him anxiously. She's all right. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು. Mohan came back. These went to bed. And Manju asked what about the Suman. And he said, she's all right. Okay, some arrangements have made to Suman. That's what he told them. Go to bed, Manju, Amma said. Bed? ಹೋಗಿ ಮಲ್ಕೊಳಮ್ಮ. Bed? ಮಲ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾ ಅಂತ. With the police about to come. The police may come. But nevertheless, she did not drop off at the some time. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು ಅವಳು ಮಲಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಈ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾನ್ಸ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಮರೆಯೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, and came out of her sleep with a jerk to hear a loud knock at the door. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಕ್ಷಣ ಒಂದು ಜರ್ಕ್ ನಿದ್ದೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು. At that time it was a loud knock at the door. ಜೋರಾಗೆ ಯಾರೋ ಬಾಗಿಲು ತಟ್ಟಿದಂಗೆ ಆಯಿತು. It was repeated. Yes, knocked the door often. Manju sat up in sudden fright. When he heard that knock, Manju, she got up very suddenly with a fright. Amma patted her comforting. Okay, ತಟ್ಟಿ ಮಲಗಿಸಿದ್ಲು. Who is it? She asked loudly. ಯಾರದು? Open the door, a strange voice ordered. Mohan, see who it is, Amma said. Again, she said to Mohan to see who that was. It was like going through something all over again. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ಥರ. ಓಕೆ, when Mr. Patil had come to their home, they did the same things. So the same thing were happening now. Okay, that's why they were so comfortable children. But this time they knew for sure it wasn't a friend standing out there. ಆದರೆ ಒಂದಂತೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಈ ಸರಿ ಬಂದಿರೋರು they are not police. Sorry, they are not his father's friend. Got it? They knew definitely it was police. And when you went there, it wasn't a friend standing out there. Friend ಅಲ್ಲ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದು. No need to Mohan to announce. ಅವರ ಅಮ್ಮನಿಗೆ ಯಾರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆನೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. Because they knew already. Who is that? Yes, you're right. Amma, it's the police. Look at that. The police have come to make a search in their home about that cyclostoning machine. Got it, children? So like this, they have made a plan to escape from this thing. Look at the people. Look at the people, how they work secretly in order to make India free during that period. The entire society, every Indians, they were using their own ideas and way of handling the things in a different way, and they were helping each other secretly. Though, take the example of Mr. Patil. Though he was in police, he was helping the patriots. He was helping the freedom fighters to make them feel or make them to be alert against the British police. Got it? So like this, children. So like this, a secret plan, a secret mission. Sorry, not machine. A secret mission of these freedom fighters. So look at them. MACHINE mission, MISSION mission. Mission in the sense a organized plan. Okay, or the goal. MACHINE machine in the sense the yantra, cyclostoning machine. That is homophones. Write the homophones. These homophones, children. So like this, they made a mission. They organized it in order to go against the Britishers. In every village, in every places during that period, the people were doing these type of efforts to make India free from the Britishers, children. This is one of the example that we can know through this writing. Like this, thousands of incidents have been taken place during the time of freedom struggle to make our motherland free from the Britishers, to get independence. As a result, that India got freedom in 1947. Got it, children? Yes, it's really a patriotic story to understand, to read, children. Am I right? Have you enjoyed this story? Yes, I hope that you have enjoyed this story. And yes, will write the answers for any questions if they ask in your examinations. Okay. Don't neglect that it is a supplementary and the neglect ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. Yes, there may be the chance to ask you the questions like this. Why had the students been marching? Sorry. Why had the students been marching? How was it unusual? The, the students were going against the British rule because they have arrested their teacher, and in order to the unusual thing was that. Next, why were Manju and Babu disappointed with the march? Okay, because they expected something would happen, but it doesn't happen. Na? Yes, you know the answer, right? The answer for this question also. Then, what are the police expected about the students' march? Okay, this is also very important question, children. Then, what was there in the mysterious parcel? What suspicion did the police have about that? Okay. Yes, just now that we have discussed about this. I hope that you will understand. Yes, understand the lesson and write the answers to these questions. Write it in your notes, children, and okay, learn the answer for these questions also. Okay, shall we stop here? Yes. Okay. I hope that you have understood. Let us stop here. Thank you very much.